Alright, I'll be surviving the next 100 days in a hardcore only swamp world, so let me show you how to set this up. You create a new world and select world type single biome, then click customize and select whichever biome you want your whole worlds to be. I warn you, some of them are a bit cursed, like the end in the overworld doesn't really work for example, but I live in the swamp so I'm fine. And now we're here. Day 1 in the swamp. The only two surface structures in the swamp are witch huts and ruined portals, which are small and pretty insignificant, especially since I can't go to the nether to make things clear. I'm only surviving in the swamp in overworld, so no other dimensions. The nether is not a swamp. The first day I just made stone tools and found a relatively flat and nice place to settle down. Sheep had to die for me to go to sleep, but I did it for them. Anything's better than living in a swamp. I trapped the two remaining just so I could trap them together in a bigger pen later and breed them. Forcefully. For meat and wool, but mainly for XP, cause I'll have other animals for food and I won't really use the wool. Then I cleared the area from trees and simultaneously gathered wood to build a house. There's nothing but oak in the swamp, so I have no other option than to build with the only wood everybody ever uses. Cause there's no way I'm making a cobblestone house or anything similar to that. I also trapped some chickens. Probably for nothing again. I don't think I'll ever need feathers anyway, but having sheep and chickens despite never needing feathers or wool is just a staple of Minecraft. Don't judge me on that. I made this field without a bucket. There's dirty, disgusting water all around me. I didn't need one. I decided on this world I don't really want a house exactly. I want to build more of a base. And unlike some of my previous challenges, this is my very first attempt and also the first time I got this idea. I just imagine a swamp base looking really cool and I need a pretty large square area for it. It should kinda look like a wired fence. I mean, I know it's out of wood, but you'll see when it's done. Be patient. Wanna hear a funny joke? Why did the chicken cross the swamp? To end useless Minecraft updates. No? Forget it. So, this is how the wall is gonna look. I think it looks good. You may not like it as much. I quite like it. What am I doing? This is my world. It's gonna look great. You can pretty much see how big it'll be now. Just enough to fit everything a man could need in one place. The world is deforesting jungles and I'm deforesting the swamp to balance it out. It's good for the environment. At least moving in wasn't hard. My entire wealth is a used wooden pickaxe. I was building this really cool mine entrance, but I ran out of wood again. I'll have to clear out more swamp. It's fine. Climate change is just a government construct to stop us all from having cool mine entrances. Reject it. Do whatever you want. I put a quadruple campfire in the very center of my base. I never really used campfires, like, ever. I don't know how much other people use them, but here they just fit the theme perfectly. And they also cook your meat in no time with no fuel at all. Another herd that crossed the swamp just to end up in my pen. But I'll need leather and beef a lot, so yeah, I'll be slaughtering them the most, but it'll be for good use. The gate has to be double to keep the symmetry, and I won't lie, it looks pretty weird, and I don't like it, so I hope I'll come up with something better. I also have a double bed for the exact same reason, but I have 86 more days to upgrade this place. It'll be fine. But at least for now it's finished, and I think it's time to do some mining. Took me a whole day to get to bedrock, that's usually a one-day job, and then when I was ready, I realized I forgot to bring an iron pickaxe. So, 2-day job. You can mine anywhere. The plains, the swamp, the nether, your grandma's electricity grid. It's all for the good. Hello guys, welcome to this video. Today we're doing ASMR Minecraft branch mining. First, before we begin, I'd like to ask you all to consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel, because I think this extremely high effort and totally not schizophrenia inducing content deserves it. If you're uncomfortable from hearing more background noise than my own voice, you have no culture, no comment. I like men. Shunning how much I love my fan who listens to this crap. I mean, this fuck. Day 19, I found my first diamonds. Just 2, that's always a bit disappointing, but I'll get on with it. Some people find it geeky. I like having a clock on me when I'm mining to orientate better. It gives me X-ray, but I still only go in a straight line to not make it obvious. I just want to let you know, I had an amazing bit ready for today, but I decided to keep it for 1000 days. So I'm just telling you, cause that should have been today, and now this is today. How you doing, guys? Welcome to part 2 of ASMR mining. I'm just kidding, I would never do that to you again. Unless... No. I would never do that to you again. When will all this mining end? They asked. And I said, who? Yeah, that's what I thought. Nobody asks, because nobody's watching this. And if you are watching this, and you're one of the few, I just want you to know, I appreciate you guys so much, you know. I'm so honored you'd spend half an hour of your time with me watching this. And just know I love you all. Okay, now I gave myself the feeling like somebody's watching this, so we can move on. Wanna hear a story? So, once upon a time, I was mining for like the 10th day, and I didn't know what to say anymore, so I told you guys a story. And then I fell into a deep existential depression and spent the rest of my life gambling and developing a terrible fentanyl addiction. The end. No, you don't have to. Thank you. Day 26, I finally decided to return to the surface with 6 diamonds. Well, that's really disappointing, especially because I don't really care about the other stuff. I was really only here for the diamonds. This certainly wasn't my last visit to the mine, I can tell you that. Cows! I'm back! Did you miss me? I didn't get even close to enough diamonds, so I'm gonna make myself some leather armor for now. It's not much, but better than being naked for sure. Just look at my beautiful land from afar. Looks magical. I'm going on a short iron finding trip, cause you don't find iron on bedrock level, and I kinda need some. It's hard, because I'm in a swamp. Most caves are topped up with water. It's annoying, but it just needs a little will. And if you swim deep enough and get really lucky, you might stumble upon a normal cave. And even some diamonds, although I totally wasn't ready for this. I had like 7 torches to my name. I killed some wild cows on the way back, so I got full leather armor. And whatever I want to do now, I should have some essentials. I was also completely dry on wood, so I quickly fixed that. 4 stacks should be good for a while. Right behind my base, there's like a swamp sea. A sea of opportunity. Okay, maybe not, but that's not gonna stop me from making a boat and going on a little adventure. It became night, and I saw some slimes on the shore. I know I got slimes at home at night as well, but why not stop for some slime balls while I'm here? Going through all these lily pads is becoming more and more annoying by the second, but there's nothing I can do about it. Sunrise of day 33 while in the boat. How inspiring! When I returned home, I was immediately inspired to get rid of the gate. I already told you I despised it from the beginning, and now it's time to do something better. I want to try and make a simple 2x2 piston door. I have access to slime balls. Might as well use them. This is really just the easiest bit of redstone. It doesn't get much easier than a piston door, but I'm trying to fit it in as tight a space as possible, because I don't want the wall around the door to be too thick. And some of you might say, well, that's fine, you know. Look at you. You radiate such knowledge and enthusiasm for the game. You must be great with redstone. And that's very nice of you, but the truth is, I'm garbage with redstone. And even though this is just connecting a reverse signal from pressure plates to pistons, I'm still struggling a bit. Okay, there's gotta be a redstone block here so that the door is closed by default, and then when I step on the pressure plates, this piston will push it away, stop the signal, and the door will open. I broke it and it became sentient. Please help. Problem solved. Got it working. I can officially leave my base right now. To get back in, I gotta figure out something other than pressure plates. I don't want monsters letting themselves into my base. Yeah, this looks nice, I guess, but what if it was stone bricks and smooth stone instead? Oh yeah, that's incredible. That's menacing. It looks like it's gonna crush you if you go too slowly, but it's great. Now just the trim at the top, that looks amazing too. The only thing I'm just the tiniest bit disappointed about are those buttons on the outside. I ideally wanted a single button next to the door, but that just wasn't possible. So I found the most reasonable spot to be on the ground on the side like this, and only one just looked weird, so I put them on both. And now it looks fine, just not exactly how I envisioned it. I'll get used to it. It'll be alright. The corners next to the door are now the perfect places for chests, so I move them there. Shutting the door on those zombies and creeper just felt really satisfying. Fishing in the rain day 42 needs fish for something special. If you didn't know, witches have cats. And I want my own. Come here, cat! I gave her a fish and she obeys me now. How cute. Is it a she? He? I don't know. For me, it'll always be a she. This is new to me. I never had pronoun trouble before. She's black. I didn't get to choose. They're all black, but I think she's perfect. This is your new home, sweetie. It doesn't have a roof. Sorry about that. It'll stop raining in the morning. I want to move everything from the outside of the base inside, so today I'm making a field here. And because I don't want to sleep next to it, I'm moving my beds to the other side and chests to the other corner. That's the final place for the chests, I promise. And day 44, I'm building a new building outside of the base. Yeah, that's the last time this is happening for sure. It's just a small dock for when I go on sea trips. Nothing special, I just wanted a place to leave my boat while I'm home. I'm canceling this old field now that I got a new one, and it's a lot harder than it may seem. I gotta jump on each block to make it dirt again. Oh, this is hard work. Or I could just break it, you know. That would probably be faster. I'm back in the mine. I want diamond armor and tools, so gotta do some more mining. It's fun, you know. Diamonds! Mining really is like gambling if you think about it.
Diamonds could be behind every block. Continue! Don't quit now, they might be right there. See?
That's 2 diamonds.
So you're a greedy little scum, eh? I gave you diamonds. That's what you wanted now. Shut up and keep going.
Although playing Minecraft is arguably better than selling your whole family away.
99% of miners quit before they hit an 8-block diamond vein.
Stop it, voices! I got 16 diamonds, which is enough for now, so I'm coming back up. I got a lot of other stuff too, just smelting and putting it all away took a whole day. Just look at all this gold that I'll probably never use. I could, but I won't. Although I like my base, I at least want to have a roof above my bed, so I'm making a little personal shelter roof. Another reason is I just want to get rid of the double bed. Just so you know, I could have had a light blue bed. There are blue orchids here in the swamp, but I just feel like the white looks better here. I don't know, I just feel like the swamp theme, yeah, I don't know. But I'm keeping it white and you can do nothing about it. I'm making a new one soon, so I'm also putting my leather armor up here. And to make it cozy, I added a little nightstand with a flower. I like it. Whenever you get diamond armor for the first time, it's always a serious upgrade. You immediately feel 200% safer. And I want to have a fully fledged enchantment corner soon for the armor and future tools, so I'm out here collecting sugarcane. I didn't want to waste any iron to make more buckets, so day 54 I made 4 separate journeys into the mine for 4 lava buckets for the enchant table, and I need more diamonds, at least for a diamond pickaxe, so I'm going mining again. I'm sure you missed that, only for like a day. I need 1 vein, so that shouldn't be too bad. I tried going for more, you know, so maybe I didn't have to come back here ever again, but I ran into a massive lava lake and gave up. I'm not starting another tunnel now, I'll come back next time. Everything else aside, one thing I definitely don't want to leave this world without doing is naming my kitty. I don't know what name I'll give her yet, but I need a name tag and I can only get it by fishing it out of water. And by the way, I'm not just wasting time fishing for a name tag, even though it's not, but I'm doing it while breeding cows for leather, so I'm just fishing while waiting for them to be horny again. And today is cow slaughtering day. Woohoo! It's a wonderful time. Cows, die for me. Give me your leather. The young ones are too young to understand. They'll be fine. I also planted some sugarcane. You know, if I was smart, I would have planted the entire stack and a half. Maybe even make a nice little sugarcane field, and I would have gotten way more in return after a while. But no, I only planted half a stack and used the rest now. Oh! For the enchantment place, I also need an anvil, which means I need more iron. So I'm embarking on an iron crusade along the coast. I'm pretty positive there should be more iron here than if I just wander on land. And right next to one of these underwater ravines and chasms, I found a hole in the ground with a small cranny, which led into a much larger regular cave with a ton of iron. These mid-level caves, where most of the iron spawns, are really tough to find in a swamp. Like, you really gotta look for them. Well, this was a huge success. I'm coming back home with over a stack of iron, which is way more than I ever needed. How you doing, my love? Is everything okay? She's my motivation. I can't die or I'll lose her forever. And you, cat, wouldn't be the same. I'm still collecting resources for bookshelves, and today I decided to go abroad and combine it with exploring the other side of the world. And the more I venture on my boat, the more I'm realizing that the world is mostly medium-sized land islands in a massive swamp ocean. You can get literally anywhere you want with a boat, which would be nice if I had somewhere else to go other than my base. Okay, this field has been in here for a while, and I'm just not feeling it. It just doesn't fit in. I'll make a new one outside. Plus, I need space for the enchantment place, and I want it to be here. Anywhere else, it would just look out of place, so that's what I'm doing. I now have the best enchanting infrastructure possible without villagers. And I'm definitely not getting into curing zombie villagers, so this is as far as it'll go. Back fishing for a couple days, day 66. Still looking for that name tag for my little girl. A name tag has a 0.8% chance with a normal fishing rod, at least according to Minecraft Wiki. And I'm statistically at a point where I should get it at any moment now. But of course it's probability. It doesn't work like that. There's even a chance I might never find it no matter how much I fish. So why am I even trying? That's right, I'm doing it for you, my princess. I'm sorry I ever doubted that. I can offer you my meat as an apology. Please forgive me. I was collecting vines when I stumbled upon this massive cave hole just a couple blocks from the base. I probably just haven't walked in this exact direction, but I've definitely been around it. That's why I'm so surprised I haven't at least seen it or something. However, there's a bunch of iron here, and I'm staying for the night to mine it all. I know I said I had plenty, and I do, but there's never really enough iron, especially if you don't have an iron farm. You know, maybe I'll be doing a 200 days here someday, and in this near 0% chance scenario, the extra iron will come in handy. The reason I found it in the first place though, I'm putting vines on the outside of the base to give it this sort of old, overgrown look. It's good, I'm just not sure how much more it'll grow on its own. I don't want it to be too brutal. I need string for more fishing rods because I ran out, and I also need a bunch of XP for enchanting. So I made a diamond sword with my last 2 diamonds, and I'll be up killing monsters the next couple of nights. My cat just watched me kill an enderman in front of her. She's learning the hard way. Some of them can't stop killing each other directly in front of me. That's making it a lot easier. This guy got on the wall, and I don't know how. That should just be impossible. So far, my favorite activity is definitely crushing zombies in my piston door. Ooh, and look! I got a carrot. And then I watched the beautiful moonset of day 70 and sunrise of day 71. Okay, the vines are growing just way too much. I'm sorry, they just gotta go. It was an experiment which didn't work out, that's all. Right now, I'm spending the days fishing and the nights serially murdering. It's a balanced life. I'm also trying to get a music disc to be able to play some music. They drop each time a skeleton kills a creeper, and that's definitely not easy to pull off like this in the wild with no farm. At least some skeleton drops me this power 2 unbreaking 2 bow. That's a very nice find. I finally got to enchanting today. Efficiency 4 on the pickaxe, protection 3, thorns 2, and unbreaking 3 on the chest plate, unbreaking 3 on the legs, sharpness 3 on the sword, respiration 3 on the helmet, and protection 2 on the boots. It's not perfect, it never will be, but I think it was a success. Tonight I slept. I don't want phantoms distracting me. But the next night, I'm out here again. Slash, hit, dash, slice, cut, slain, smash. The swamp has a very specific atmosphere for fighting monsters at night. It just feels different than anywhere else. There's a lot of factors. The water, the bogged and slimes, the trees, and my base helps it too. It looks exactly how I imagined it at night. Wanna dispose of an enderman without him causing any trouble? Put him in a boat. Now he's like every old person. Angry and disabled. Come on. Do something! Shoot the creeper! By now, I've dedicated my entire existence to finding a name tag in Music Disc. I have a couple more things I want to do, but those are definitely top priority now. A thunderstorm came today, and I got worried something in the base would burn down, so I installed a lightning rod just to be sure. I would say it's working a little too well. I also felt sorry that the cat has to sit in the rain, so I moved her next to my bed. And another crushed zombie dropped me a potato. That's new. Yes! I got it! Give me that thing and run! Oh, that's awesome! Stall is definitely my favorite disc out of the ones obtainable from a creeper too, so that's great! In order to play the disc though, I need a jukebox, which is crafted from a diamond, so I gotta go mining for the very last time. In this world, of course. I'll be right back at it in the next 100 days. Mining is an endless cycle. 5 diamonds. That's exactly enough for a jukebox, axe, and shovel. If I found 7, I would have maybe even made a diamond hoe, but that's useless. To fit in a jukebox, I had to make the shelter a block wider, but that was no problem. And then I listened to the entire thing in peace. I've already heard it countless times, but in game, with my cat buddy meowing into the rhythm, it'll always feel special. The last big thing I'm building inside my base is a defense tower. In theory, I can shoot monsters from here if I decide to, but its main purpose is probably gonna be aesthetic / watchtower. I just felt this corner with just the lightning rod seemed kinda empty. Oh, and I didn't forget it, by the way, I put it back up. So even if Bill Gates sends another thunderstorm on us, we're good. A staple of all my 100 days living spaces is an infinite water source. I clearly don't need it here, but I made it anyway, just for the purpose of it. I also assembled that new fields tonight. It's decent, nothing too big or fancy. I've long thought about putting some sort of sign or something above the door, and today I finally decided. I'm putting a little 2x2 slime statuette from Slime Boss here. I think that's a very nice symbol of the swamp, and also a very simple one to put up. Anyway, it looks good. I would really need that name tag already. I mean it. It's time. The last thing I want to do before going all in on fishing is redoing the animal pens. They've been like this from the very beginning, and I just want to make them a little more neatly. At one point, I wanted to move virtually everything, including animals, inside the walls of my base. And I'm really glad I didn't come to that. That was a dumb idea. This chicken didn't want to live in captivity any longer and refused to move into its new pen, so I made her a frightening example for the rest. And now that everything's done and the base is complete, there's just one more thing. My cat still doesn't have a name. So from now, I'm fishing non-stop, no sleep until I find that name tag. I had half a Red Bull before this. I should be fine. It really is such a big deal for me. She's my very first 100 days pet, and I want her to be remembered. It's also becoming more and more suspicious that I still didn't find one. I'm starting to think there's actually something wrong, and it's not just bad luck. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Just tell me what the problem is. As a last resort and sort of an attempt for a miracle, I moved fishing spots from right beside the base a little further away to the dock. My hopes were still high with each pull, but my realism was already contemplating if I should quit trying or keep fishing beyond 100. I fished out and fixed the luck of the C2 fishing rod, which increased my chances slightly, and and then fished out another Unbreaking 3 rod and combined them. Strange, I never caught anything like this before. Or not really, because it turns out there was a problem. There are 3 types of items you can fish out: fish, treasure, and junk. And to fish out a treasure item, which a name tag falls under, the water you fish in must be at least 2 blocks deep and 5 times 5 blocks wide, which wasn't the case at the old spot. So I wasted about 15 days of fishing, but I finally got the name tag day 100. This was the ultimate goal. I'm content. I will call my little kitty Sweetheart, because she's sweet and she'll always be in my heart. That's it for this challenge. Hope you liked it. See you in the next one.